Hey guys, we're going to be doing another painting tutorial today. I'm so excited for this one. It is simply a pencil. It doesn't, I like to paint upside down, so our final painting is going to be going like this way with the pencil. I think the shadows make more sense, but we're going to be painting it this way, just because that's what I normally do. So I'm going to start by, where are all my brushes? Mixing up some chromatic black, which I always start with this step. But basically you're going to mix up a bunch of the colors on your color wheel. The darkest colors on your color wheel you've got, and just make a color that doesn't really look like anything, but it's going to read as dark. That's what chromatic black is. I love using that color. If you've ever done any of my paintings before or followed any of my other tutorials, I go more in depth on this in the course if you guys are interested. Okay, this is not going to be dark enough. I need some purple. Okay. I'm actually going to make this painting have a pink background because I want to. So in the picture it has a blue background. You are welcome to do like a pretty teal background if that is more your vibe. So we are just going to work dark to light. This is how I like to do all my paintings, by working dark to light. Just painting in the shadow here. You're going to find the darkest parts of your painting, and that is where we're going to go with this color. And then I've got some dark color down here by the graphite. Okay, so then I'm noticing this is also like dark, fun, shadow, amazingness. Just going to kind of bring that out a little bit. Kind of like that. There's not a whole lot to do here. I'm going to go ahead and switch to a smaller brush and do these little lines kind of in between. Starting with this bottom little eraser line. One like that. Got a couple little dots that come up. Cross. Oh yeah. This is going to be so cute. I cannot wait. I personally love back to school. It's such a sweet time. My cat is going cray cray. So our next darkest color I think is like a blue. But since our background is going to be pink, we're going to use some alizarin crimson. Did he just run into that? Which is a really dark wine color. We're going to use some alizarin crimson here for our shadow. And just bear with me, okay? Like, this is going to be a pink background. So cute. There. Okay, so now we can finish working in this cute shadow. I'm going straight up to the line that I sketched out. I do go a lot more in depth on how to sketch out my paintings in a really foolproof way in the Learn to Paint course, which honestly, just learning how to do those sketches, you can paint anything in like a foolproof way to get the sketch. It's worth the $30. Like, it's worth it to just learn how to do that. That's like my most asked question is how do I get my sketches. And to be honest, it's the most important part. Because if your sketch isn't right, your painting's going to be all off. Ask me how I know. Because that's how I did it until I figured out how I do my sketches, which I teach you in the course, okay? So, then I'm going to take, I forgot to wash my brushes. I'm going to take a really big brush and a pink, this is a, oh! Get back here. Okay. This is called Permanent Rose. Permanent Rose. And then I'm going to just use that for my background, like this darker, like it's almost a shadow. And then I'm going to add some white to that here in a hot second to work some more of the background in that lighter tone. But I just want to get this all looking pink and cute and amazing. And I like to leave more of the underpainting showing towards the edges of your painting. Just because you can. It, I don't know. I don't know if I learned that somewhere. That's my favorite spot to leave, like purposely leave some of that. Just because it gives it that fun, hand-painted look. Lately I've been thinking a lot about like AI and how it can't really like replicate this stuff. If you've ever asked it to like come up with a painting or something like that, it will like it doesn't look very good. Like you can tell that it was robot created. Getting some more pink on here to finish up this little shadowy part here. I don't want it to all like not go to the edge. Okay, that is cute. Got a little bit up here. Okay. I did a couple dashes there. Did you see that? Hopefully, I paint really fast, so hopefully you guys are loving this. Feel free to just enjoy, watch, pause the video. This is what I love about learning online. This is how I learned to paint, was just pausing my video, zooming in, backing it up, seeing what they were doing. So don't feel like you need to be keeping up to me. No. No. Okay. Adding a bunch of white to that same pink, same brush. We're going to just continue to fill in what we've already done. You guys, it's only been 9 minutes, and you're going to be so surprised how fast this painting is going to come together. Make sure you're using big enough brushes. This is a really big brush. Maybe. Okay. Hold on, one of my girls is crying. I'm down here! I'm down in the basement, Tyne! happened? What'd you hit it on? What were you doing? It's not time to be playing in Essie's room, is it?
I'm not sleepy yet.
You're not?
No.
How come? You took too good of a nap?
I don't like taking naps.
You don't? Oh, man. Thank you. What is it?
It's a pencil.
You like pencils? You think you're going to use some? When are you going to use pencils? When you go to preschool?
Maybe.
Maybe. Do you need a hug and a kiss, honey? Okay, come here. What? Oh.
Okay, so you need blue. I gave you it.
Thank you.
This one's running out of time.
That one's running out.
Like this one is.
And that one and that one. Okay, don't touch those right now, okay?
This one's running and it got. Oh,
Come here.
I
I love you.
think Kyla's here.
Oh, he's still working.
I just miss it.
I know, honey. I
I
love you.
love
I love you. Here, why don't you take one of my books up there? Would you like to look at that drawing book? Okay. I'll come check on you soon, okay? Don't color in that book though, okay? It's just a looking book, okay? You understand? Just look at it. Don't draw in it, okay? It's very special. You can color in your diary. Okay? And you can look at that book and get some ideas. Would that work? Yes, on paper. Right. I love you. You get some time to catch up. Learn some negotiating skills. I'm just adding some more white because I was running out of the color I had. No big deal. Just kind of getting nice sharp lines for this little pencil outline. I'm gonna have to lift it up a little bit. There. Can you see me way down here? Whoa. Okay. So cute. Alright, now I'm going to get some of this. Okay. We need some of this. It's called yellow ochre, which is what we're going to mainly do our pencil with. But I'm going to get a little bit in a well here with that color I worked up earlier. That shadowy green color. I'm gonna mix it in with my yellow to get a really muddy, just darker yellow color. That's in this like one line of the, what do you call this? Pencil? Over here. My trick to getting this line as straight as I can is using gravity. You just put your brush down and you let it just help you. Okay, and this pretty much goes all the way down on this one far left ridge edge of our pencil. Love it. Just putting a little bit of that in the background just for fun. Okay, now I'm going to put that away and I'm going to take my yellow ochre and a little bit, there's like this warm little center part here that goes with the shadow. So I'm just taking some of that yellow mixed with alizarin crimson. What?
I saw some fireflies out in the backyard.
Oh. You guys are both supposed to be in your bed. Okay, now I'm going to take my yellow ochre plus white for the rest of my little pencil here. On a smaller brush. Just want this to be a nice light color. Nothing too crazy. Just like that. Oh, yellow ochre and white. If you don't have yellow ochre, it's basically like a mustard. And then I mixed it with white. Look at this pencil. Okay. Alright, so that is that. Now, I'm going to take a little bit more. I need to get like a tan color for my tip of my pencil and a gray for my top of the eraser thing. So I'm going to grab just a skin tone color here. And this, I need a smaller brush because that's really not like a very big space. I'm just grabbing straight skin tone color, filling in this little wood part. Just like that. So cute. There's a little bit of that color I see right there. Okay, so I'm gonna rinse that brush off, and I might use it again for my gray. I need, I'm gonna take a little bit of teal. No, I'm gonna take a little bit of this blue I already have. It's like cerulean blue. Cerulean blue with my black ochre. Cerulean blue. I'm gonna mix it with some whites. Is this gonna work? It's pretty crusty. This is a pretty small brush. Mixing that on up here. I'm gonna start with my darker. This needs to be darker. I'm going back down to my cerulean blue. Taking that. Oh, that's pretty. Just knocking it down a hair. Gonna do this outer part. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back to my lighter. Get that on in here. And then we'll probably even have to do a lighter layer than that. It's almost purple. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get mostly white and just barely dab my brush into my violet. My violet color. I'm actually just gonna take it, like, this is not professional. Taking a little bit just from the jar. Making a really light violet color. Love that. To put up. Holding my brush really perpendicular, no, horizontal to the canvas, because my paint is pretty wet. Definitely looking at my reference image here. Okay, I like that. I'm going to do my highlight that color on my eraser. Okay, look it, it's looking amazing. We've done one layer. So now we're going to go back through, we're going to work dark to light one more time, really quick, and all of our colors we're going to do, I'm like way up here. Why am I way up here? Okay. We're going to add a little bit more brightness. So, I'm going to grab my, this is Payne's Gray. This is going to be our darkest color. I'm going to put a little bit of him over here. We don't need a lot because there's not really that much of this color. Like a smaller sized brush. Just starting at our top here. We know that our little eraser guy's got some of that. We're going to work our way down. Just sharpening up some of these lines as well. Definitely down at our point of our pencil. gravity tip. Not gonna lie, I'm holding my breath a little bit. Okay. Now, this is so cute. There is just a little bit of darker blue in our little lines here. So I'm going to take some cobalt blue, just a little, and a really small detailed brush. We're going to come up here, kind of go in there. I love kind of using these primary colors in here, like this blue, because it's like a school color, you know? So great. Okay. Coming down here, fixing my end of my tip just a little. Alright, now I'm going to mix up some of my brighter, what do I want to do with this background? Do I want to do anything else with it? No, I think I'm going to wait. Okay. I'm going to mix up a brighter version of my yellows. So, oh yeah. I'm going to grab my brightest yellow, which is my favorite, cadmium yellow pale hue. We're going to grab that straight with nothing else. We're going to go in our yellow, thicker parts here. Not like the thin, there's some thin highlights kind of. We're not going to go in those quite yet. In our next step we will. So I'm just going back in those flat parts. Very lightly with my brush. Okay, now I'm going to take that brighter yellow, add some white, get an even lighter version of that. It's pretty light. Okay, gently go across my little highlights, which are kind of these lines. Make sure you have enough paint on your brush. Steady your hand. I probably should have used a smaller brush than what I'm using. Ooh, so cute. I just love that. Okay, going to find my favorite hot pink paint. I'm going to put some in a well, but also I need a little for my yellow to do this bright orange area here. Grabbing some of that, putting it with my yellow, mixing up this amazing orange color. So good. I'm gonna go. Kind of like that. All right, then let's see, what else do we need to do here? I'm gonna take some of that, bring it down to my little point of my pencil. I feel like some of this has got a little there. Yeah, that is looking better. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to my bright pink. Here we go. Plain bright pink is coming up to this. Dang it. I already contaminated my brush. It's coming up to this eraser. Okay, and now I need a little bit of white. Do my other little layer here. Okay, love it. Love it so much. Kind of going a little crazy with this. No? Okay. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to actually, we're almost done. We are going to go ahead and mix up another version of our like greenish blue to do, okay, so I'm grabbing my teal and white. Whoa, I got a lot. And I need a bigger brush because we have to dash it kind of in our background. This is looking a little dark, but I'm going to go ahead and just use some of it anyway. I like to just like sparkle this in the background, maybe where we have some, okay, some of our not finished spots. Okay, now I'm going to take more white, like a lot more white, and a little bit of a more teal color, more bluish teal, just like a dot. Oh man, I keep getting too much. So, see how it's just a little bit of a shade different? Let me go ahead. dash that around my painting. I love it. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna need that to be a lighter pink and a brighter pink. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a hot minute to just rest. We need a bigger brush, super big brush here. White and some of our fluorescent pink. A lot of white. So I've got a lot of white here. I'm going to my fluorescent pink over here. Getting that, coming over, mixing it up. Just for a really fun, pale, opaque, gorgeous color that we're going to be able to put around some of these stronger lines. Clean this up a little bit. I probably should have picked a better brush. Like, this one is crunchy. Okay, I'm being very careful not to mix that green at all. Using gravity. Definitely right here. This little triangle. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love it. Okay, now I need a little more white. Gonna dash in my and I'm mixing what was left on that tealish brush to make a really light version of that teal color really quick to go where my underpainting is showing through, just to make it feel even more finished. I like that white a lot, or the white with it. So pretty. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead. We are going to take bright white, okay? So this is going to be our last step. We're going to take all white, plain white. Need a little bit of my thicker white here. Okay. Gotta find a detail brush because we're going to go on our lightest spots of our painting with straight white. This is a really small brush. Grabbing my white. Starting at the top here. So we know this cute little highlight there. Just going down my eraser here, where it's really light. Adding in highlights. Oh, yes. It's pretty light right here. down to my little wooden part. I'm doing some white on that too because it looks pretty. Okay. I love that so much. So my white is like mainly on my eraser part. I love that the like bright pink is standing out there. I love it. It's so pretty. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead. We're going to do my favorite part where we turn it around. I want to back you guys up so you can see this really good. Okay. Here is our final pencil. It's going to be going this direction. Oh my gosh. I love it. Look at the eraser. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There we go. Happy back to school.